Nintendo gave a direct this morning, and it was a big one. Let's talk about it. Today's direct was jam-packed full of new game announcements, DLC expansions, remasters of classic titles, and a major name drop for a long-awaited title. If you want to watch the full direct for yourself, I'll leave a link to it down in the description box below, along with a list of everything that was announced. Individual trailers are now also available on Nintendo's YouTube channel. As I said, there were a ton of announcements, and you don't want to miss out on any of them. That being said, let's talk about the future of Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pack. Last year, I made a video about how I was not going to upgrade to the Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pack just yet, as I didn't think it was worth it for the money at the time. However, I've taken a backseat and I've watched as Nintendo has slowly expanded their content on that platform. Now, I know some people were expecting to see news about Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color games coming to Nintendo Switch Online, but it looks like we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that. In the meantime, I'm not mad at the list of Nintendo 64 games being added to the platform. That lineup includes Pilot Wings 64, Mario Parties 1, 2, and 3, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, 1080 Snowboarding, Excitebike 64, and 007 GoldenEye. Of these games, there are only two that I haven't played before, Pilot Wings 64 and Excitebike 64, so it'll be exciting to get to try those for the first time. Of course, you can't go wrong with Pokemon Stadium or Mario Party, as those are great party games to play with your friends. But I nearly jumped out of my seat when I heard that opening heartbeat for 007 GoldenEye. Even though we don't have a release date for it yet, we can assume that it'll probably come to the platform sometime at the beginning of next year, so we'll be on the lookout for that. Now, on to the biggest reveal of the day, The Legend of Zelda. Now personally, I was hoping for a surprise announcement about the Wind Waker Twilight Princess HD remaster being released on the Switch. But sadly, as the direct went on and we got towards the end, I realized that that wasn't going to be. What I was not expecting, however, was that Nintendo would actually announce something about the Breath of the Wild sequel, which they did. To say that I was surprised is a little bit of an understatement. Nonetheless, we have a name and a release date. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will launch on Nintendo Switch on May 12th, 2023. And you can best believe that I'll be playing that game here on this channel and over on Twitch. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and go follow me over on twitch.tv/the_Nintendonerd so you don't miss out on any updates in the future. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.